What's up, everybody? What's up? What's up, everybody? What's up? Yeah, it's interview time. Yes. Snack, was geht? What's up? What's up, Ray Boom? What's up? What's up, everybody? It's like this. Ding, 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 ding. Yeah. Was geht? What's up, everybody? Today I have from New York, Tiny Love, and I'm gonna do a Tiny Love from New York, and he's doing actually liquid. He do a lot of tuts. He do a lot of electric boogie style. He do popping. So I'm gonna interview him so we get more direction what he's gonna tell us about his journey as a dancer, and it's gonna be fun. So I'm waiting until he's online. I'm just checking if he's already on. Nope. You're waiting, and then he's gonna come for sure. It's gonna be fun. It's gonna be interesting. So actually I told it last week. Soon I'm gonna upload every interview I have with Hugo, with Pete, with Fazo. Yes, with everybody. I'm gonna upload the interviews on a YouTube site. Oh yeah, there he is. Tiny Love, what's up? I hope it's gonna work. Thank you, Snack. Hello, Veronica. We are waiting for the connection.
What's up?
Yes.
What's up?
Wait up.
Okay,
What's
we got it.
Wait up. Are you on?
What's up?
Wait.
Yes.
Tell him to talk. Can you hear you?
Can you talk a little bit? Because we got some mic problems.
Okay.
Okay, we're perfect.
Yeah, I hear you.
Can you hear me?
We're good.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. You hear me good?
Because
Yeah.
I hear another voice.
Yeah, somebody, my
That's the producer. I'm the producer.
producer. Yeah.
Okay. 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 I was
All right,
like,
so
okay, who
we
is this
good?
third voice?
Yeah, my friend.
we're good. Thank you so
Vitamin.
much.
Vitamin right here. My friend Vitamin.
Okay, thank you so much.
Gotta
Thank you
make
so
it-
much. Hey, what's up, guys? So I hope the internet is okay. Yeah, I
Yeah,
think
it's good.
like this.
Good.
It's okay.
Good.
Perfect. So how are you guys? You're in New York right now, right? Guys, you're
Yeah, I
in
didn't
New York
hear.
right now,
You
right?
said something? Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. Yeah.
So how is the situation in New York right now?
Yeah, it's pretty bad. There's like the subways are like full of homeless people. That's the only place where they could like sleep. A lot of the stores are closed. Well, right now they start opening back up, very little by little.
Yeah.
A lot of people on the streets, like have no jobs, shit like that. There's sometimes they give out food and there's lines of people waiting for food.
Yeah.
Some parts of New York are pretty messed up. Some parts are a little better. Nighttime is crazy. Like there's like half of the police force is off, so they're not really working. And when you walk on the street, there's like no cops at all. And at nighttime it's crazy, So you got to be careful. You got to look back and forth. It's kind of like, you ever seen those movies in the 70s with the New York?
Yes.
Like a grimy New York? That's how
Yeah.
we're kind of back to that shit.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Crazy.
Yeah, and they
Yeah,
start
here
doing
in
graffiti
Germany-
more. They start doing more graffiti now, which is good.
yes.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
Nice. Yeah, here in Germany
So,
it's
yeah.
quite good. It's easy. You can
Yeah?
go out, but yeah, it's easy. It's becoming better.
Okay.
But so next week they say they make like everybody have to wear a mask, but the schools are coming back again, and they start the system slowly by slowly. There's too many people making life right now.
We have masks too. Yeah, we all have to wear masks. In some stores, you can buy food if you don't wear a
Yeah.
mask and gloves and blah blah blah. But also on the street, people like distancing is from each other. You gotta keep like a little. They call it social distancing. They already come up with a stupid name. But anyway,
Yeah.
yeah. But
Same.
I think it's
Same.
like the it's coming down. Everything's coming down. So soon, by the end of this month, everything's gonna kind of like be over, or like the beginning of it.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, thank God, you know.
Yes.
Yeah.
Sure.
Yeah,
Wow. So,
yeah, and
Tiny,
also
let's
like
start.
this.
I'm actually
Yeah. Go ahead.
let's start the interview, right?
All right, let's do this.
So actually, first question is every time, when did you start, and what was your influence and your teacher, right?
Yeah, well, I started in the '80s. In my country, I started becoming like a popper slash hip hop dancer, whatever. You know, I was influenced by this movie, Breakdance. You know, my country was a communist country, so we couldn't see videos outside of the country.
Which
My country
country?
was like Romania, Romania.
Romania.
So we were communists like the China. You know that you see China now
Yes.
is becoming back to communist again. So anyway, we were like that. We couldn't see nothing from outside of the world. So we used to have like these bootleg videos, and everybody would like pass to each other. So I ended up seeing this movie once, Breakdance. So once I seen that movie, I got just like fucking. I started doing popping and waving. I didn't know what I was doing, but like the energy got into my system, so I couldn't stop no more. So that started me up in the
Nice.
'80s. Then in
So
the '90s,
no teacher,
no,
nothing. Just
no,
the
not
video.
really teachers. You know, like I had people that in my country, in Romania, they were like popping too. So I would learn from them a few things here and there, and add. It's like Bruce Lee. You know, you take what's good and you discard what's not good for you. You know? So kind of like that's how I learned. You know, in the beginning. You know?
Yeah.
Yeah, and then in
So,
the '90s, I got.
And then you.
Yeah.
Tell me.
And in the '90s, after the Romanian Revolution, and it was a dictator. They took care of him. They killed his ass, and you know, I got a chance to come to America. I got into like the club scene. So over there was like in New York City club scene. It was like full of hip hop dancers, poppers, freestyle dancers. I even see ballet in some of those dance circles. It was like a very diverse type of like dance circles in the clubs. So that's when I started learning, just watching and you know, figuring out the dance on my own. You know, so
and which
in the '90s.
which club were your favorite clubs in the 90s?
Oh, well, my first club was Palladium. Palladium, yeah. And like Limelight, Twilight, Tunnel, you know, and also after that I got into the rave scene, and that was even like my favorite. But Twilight, Twilo, Limelight, Palladium, and Tunnel. That was my favorite clubs. Yeah.
So and you was directly connected with the hip hop scene, or it was just club scene and then you went to the rave scene? So how was it was with hip hop?
Yeah, it was connected with hip hop. Hip hop was connected. You know, in that time, there was no like hip hop. Like if they would have either they have a hip hop night, or like they have like a mixed hip hop night where they in a club scene they would play hip hop, then they change to like reggae, then they change to like house. They changed. Everybody knew how to do everything. So you know, when I got in there, I learned all the dances together. Not
Yeah. Wait 1 second.
it was
1
mainly
second.
all the dances together, so you learn everything at once. That's why you see like the hip hop dancers. If you watch the OG hip hop dancer, they could house dance, they could freestyle, they could do all kinds of different dances. Not just that's why they do a lot of different dances. So that type of time from the 90s, all of us were like that. We could do all kinds of dances together. Like they would stop popping and then they do like some b-boy shit and then come back on and do some freestyle or like hip hop. You know, so it depends what music comes in, what can you with that. Yeah.
Yeah. So your story is like, okay, so then you went from the club scene directly after this to the rave scene, and while developing your style, how you create your own, or how you did it, that you figure things, or with who did you connect? Because it sounds like you was every time alone, but I think you had a crew, or there was somebody, you know?
Yeah, so from the club scene, I got into the club scene because my crew, I had a Romanian crew of like, we used to go to high school, and these Romanian kids that were living here before me, they took me to the clubs. So I ended up to Palladium, and then from Palladium moved to Limelight. I learned about the scene, and then we went through straight to the rave scene. Sorry about that. So we went to the rave scene, and this Romanian crew that I had, we ended up becoming dancers. But I mean, none of them wanted to dance, actually. I was the only one, the dancer, and I made all of them dance, you know. I'm actually really good. If you throw me in you could throw me anywhere, any place in this world, I could make anybody dance, you know, because I got this, it's like a virus, dance virus. Anyway, so yeah, we went to the rave scene, and this crew of Romanians, they changed into like a lot of Europeans and different like nationalities, and we made a rave crew. So you know, I got into the rave scene, and then
so
my
which
style.
dance? What did you dance then in the rave scene? Did you do like a combination of everything, or you had already a concept?
No. I had the popping concept and a lot of the waves. You know, I was doing waving, but when I got to the rave scene, I started seeing, and in the club scene too, but I started seeing this dance called Liquid. And you know, I picked up on it right away. You know, it was like one hand moves, the other one follows, and you keep going like this for like hours and hours. And you know, there was like different type of movements with it, not just like one thing.
No problem.
And
no problem.
So it was like this Liquid basically, and I picked up on it real fast, and I took from everybody, like I said, like Bruce Lee, I took from everybody a few moves, and I put it all together. And the dance actually started evolving. At that point, when I got in there, it was like, the beginning of this dance, you know?
Yeah, okay.
So a lot of kids used to do it with glow sticks. You know, you take 2 glow sticks, and you basically doing the same thing, but you put the 2 glow sticks, like one and one, and you keep doing this. We call it figure 8. So you make an 8. It's an 8, you know. So you keep basically that was the next point of Liquid, where it went through from hand waves to glow sticks, and then we had light sticks. You know, we made light sticks. And you know, these glow sticks, they used to sell them in the army stores. So we used to buy them from army store, and we used to start dancing with them at night in those clubs, rave scenes. So you know,
So there was already this Liquid Pop Collective, or it comes later?
No, Liquid Pop Collective came later. I'm before them. I was at the beginning of, like, you know, like the Renaissance, the 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 beginning of Liquid. I'm right
Yes.
there where it started,
Yeah.
and some of the guys came after me. You know, like the LPC.
Yes.
Some of them they were like maybe 2-3 years after me or something like that. But
Okay.
I was at the hub, you know, and
So
they came too in the scene, but they came a little after.
okay.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
when you started to see this Liquid and fell in love with this, did you start? Do you was just dancing with this habit and freestyling with it, or did you already make like a concept of movement, like this is a basic movement or this is a foundation, or there was nothing like this in mind? You just went free clubbing and just expressing.
Well, in the beginning, it was free. You know, the
Yeah.
freedom. It was
Uh-huh.
just doing what you feel like good, and the music is telling you what to do. But after a while, you know, people will come up to you and ask you, "Yo, but how you do this?" So you have to like explain that what you're doing. You know,
Yes.
before you never think about it. You just freestyling. It comes out like a water.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah.
But so that once people start asking, then you have to like figure out what you explain to them. Also, like in that time, we was doing like some type of things in the rave scene, like seeing trails, you know, doing like LSD things like that. So you
Yeah.
used to see the trails, so you understand the patterns. You used to see them
Yeah.
with your own mind's eye, you know.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
we'll figure out the figure eight. It's easy. If you do this fast,
Yes.
you could see an 8 in the air like that.
Yes. Yes.
You know, you could see it. So you know,
Yes.
you
It becomes very visual, right?
yeah, it is. It's a visual dance. A lot of people, you know, yeah, that's why it's yeah. So you know, in the beginning, you teach people, this is figure eight. This is one hand
Yeah.
push, the other one follow, and you keep going like this. You go over your head, and it was
Yes.
very
Yes.
simple shit, you know. But that's how we started teaching each other. So
Of
we, you know,
course.
that was the beginning.
Wow.
But then
Okay.
after that,
Yes.
yeah, after that, it was glow sticking, lights, big lights, you know, and all of them had different type of patterns, and you see them and you eventually figure out this is what pattern, this is what,
Yeah.
and after that, little by little, you know, Liquid start getting big. The raves stopped really big in New York, like.
Yeah.
And then even in LA, and they took over. The hip hop wasn't that big. Rave took over this
I
thing, you know.
I remember
And
the 90s when in
yeah,
Germany was the
90s.
big love parade, right? The love parade in
Yeah,
Germany.
yeah, yeah,
So
yeah.
so it was hip hop was really small. So I grew up in a hip hop scene, but beside the
Hmm.
hip hop scene was a big, huge techno scene, big raves,
Yeah,
big parties.
yeah, yeah.
Yeah. So in these
Huge, yeah.
parties, it's crazy that so in New York you had this hip hop scene, but you had also this big rave scene. So and you started
Right,
this movement with other people, and
right.
so how did it became that it becomes the movement, like the dance, the liquid dance became bigger and bigger. So how did it? Yeah.
Yeah, so at that point, Liquid started getting really big, and you know, it was so many parties, and like I would go three nights a weekend, or maybe more, to parties, and then even outside of New York,
Yeah.
I even went to New Orleans. I danced on the stage in New Orleans in front of like 3,000 people. I mean, I did it many times, but
Yeah.
the thing is, it got really big. It expanded really big, and some people from the hip hop would start coming in there into the rave scene. Like I seen, like Mr. Wiggles had like a show and Palladium on the stage with the whole Rock Steady, and Africa Bambaataa used to spin for raves. They used to have them like, you know, they used to bring like Full Circle did the rave like in raves like showcases,
Yeah.
and people were like, oh shit. So rave start kind of taking the hip hop and like, you know,
Yeah.
kind of like, you know, connect with it, you know.
Yeah, because it's interesting
And
that you say this, because Africa Bambaataa say in one interview, I think, he said, hip hop, techno is hip hop, reggae is hip hop.
Yeah.
He really put everything under the term hip hop. So it's interesting that you
Right.
say this and that super nice. Thank you so much. It's dope.
Yeah. They were connected, you know, and then like electro sound,
Yeah.
electro funk. It comes
Yes.
from connected with, of course, Africa Bambaataa, all these guys from New York, like also with Detroit techno, with Clear, you know, with Kraftwerk.
Yes.
So all that sound is all connected, interconnected. You cannot open it, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah. So yes. So, but
So-
the thing is,
Yeah.
so the dance got into. At this point, hip hop started coming back up, and rave started going kind of down after the '90s, and like Mr. Wiggle started making a website. People start watching his videos. He had these VCR videos that everybody's seen. And
I
people
grew up with
start
this,
like, so people start like, kind of like, oh shit, this is hip. Nobody, like a lot of people didn't know what hip hop is, you know. I'm even talking about people in New York. So people start learning what's hip hop, learning, oh, this is hip hop. This is, you know, and they had like a store in New York where you could go and buy records, hip hop records and all that. And, you know, anyway, Mr. Wiggles making a website, and the raves start coming down, and we start going dancing at Union Square. So me and my crew that used to be ravers / poppers start dancing at Union Square and bringing the dance out, you know, from the rave scene.
Yeah.
And also it always mixed with popping too, because we didn't know, like, nobody could like tell you this is popping, this is liquid, this is this at that time. You know, it was one thing.
Yes.
You know, so I think that's how it should be. But now we're at this point where, like, you know, they're trying to cut everything. So anyway, LPC comes into the scene, and they decided to make a video where they were teaching liquid.
Yeah.
And they made a very professional video about liquid and explain how it is. And that
I
just
have to
changed
tell
the
you
whole
something. This video, I got this video through, I think it was Soulseek. It was a Soulseek.
Yep.
So
so that's at the beginning of internet too.
Yes.
Yeah.
And this video was so conceptual and understanding that actually it changed my dance really far, because I start also like Wiggles and Popping Pete's tutorial videos. Here over Germany, we had internet and we hadn't so much stuff, right? And it's interesting because this video, when is this video came out? When?
What year?
What year?
I'm not sure, but I think in either early 2000, 2001,
Early
2000, something like that, or in late 90s, something like that. But it was close.
Okay.
But that video changed, and that video kind of brought liquid to what it is now, you know.
Yes.
And it makes it changed from. Because after this video, we had so many arguments with people. Oh, but this is waving. Oh, but this is not, you know, not doing liquid. This is waving. We was doing that back in the 80s. So, but anyway, after a while, people are like finally figuring out what's liquid and what's waving. They look connected. It's kind of like the same, but it's not if you understand it. You know. It's like
the concept is
a drop of water and an ocean. There's two different things. Or like a wave of water, in the ocean, and then a drop down in the air on the ground. You know, so there's still, you know, the same thing is water, but it's different, you know, thing. Different thing.
Yes. And that's, I think we can go a little bit, if you can a little bit explain that through the liquid, what happened then with liquids actually. So when the hip hop came, so the competition starts, you know, popping competition, locking competition. What happened in this time with liquid?
So, well, the thing is, like, so hip hop started coming up, and the rave started going down. So rave died out in New York, you know.
Yeah.
And all of us, we ended up like going on the streets and dancing. A lot of us that was ravers,
Yeah.
and we like hip hop kind of brought us back in. Like all of us got into the hip hop, like for real, and being embrace popping, embrace back waving, and all these other dances like locking, up rock,
Yeah.
b-boying.
Yeah.
All that came back. Everybody thought that was like back in the 90s. If you would break dance in a club, they used to say, "Oh, what the fuck is that? That shit's whack. That's old shit." They used to say that, but us ravers and the people in the dance scene brought that shit back out, you know. So anyway, raving died out, hip hop coming back up, and us we eventually got into the hip hop scene. So that's why we brought liquid and digits to the hip hop scene. I mean, it was not easy because on the forums we used to have like a lot of like arguments with people, but eventually liquid got embraced by the hip hop scene at the like around 2000 or early 2000. Also, Wiggles gave us props to the ravers when he saw the style. I mean, he went to LPC and talked to them, and they broke down the style. They show him digits. They show him all this shit, and he was like, "Oh man, this is a new thing. It's a different thing." You know?
Wow.
So yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
So then you have, of course, then you get the stamp from this original guy too. That he's this is so important, right? This is so important in the culture too. And
it is.
So when did you see first time for yourself, like doing digits and all this boxes, the finger boxes?
Yeah.
When was the first time for you?
So I had basically the whole digits comes from this guy called Mario from Tunnel, this club Tunnel, and one of the LPC guys was his friend, and he learned the style from him. So we have a lineage. So that guy's name is Code Red from LPC. So the digits from this kid Mario. Nobody knows what happened with this kid Mario anymore. Some people said that he was in jail, or some people seen him again. We're trying to get in touch with him, but nobody seen him. What happened with him? But Code Red, he took the style, and he was the one that kind of like put the style together, and put a foundation to it. The names changed because there's different type of digits and different type of names and foundation to everything, you know. So Code Red from LPC, this is the first guy I saw in a club in Roxy. He broke down the style and showed me how it is. So once I saw that, I was like, oh shit, this is the future.
Nice.
Yeah, I was like, so he broke it down. He explained to me how it is, and everybody in New York was talking about digits, bro. You know, digits. What the fuck is that? Digit. So you know that changed the game. So yeah,
you can see really a clear timeline, right? From who started it and from where it does spread. Wow.
Yeah. So basically, So it's Mario, Code Red, LPC. The whole LPC started doing digits. Then from him is like also like Shift the Shapes. That Shift the Shapes.
Yes.
Yeah, and another guy is like the first for finger tutting is D Strange. D Strange is part of the LPC. Yeah. So Strange is the first one that come out with the boxes. You know, a box.
Was this guy was D Strange with the boxes?
Yeah, he's the one that came out with his first boxes, like these, you know, like these, these. Yeah.
Yes.
So
wow.
He came out with this, and also there was another guy called Shift the Shapes. He picked up on a lot of the digits, and he combined his style. And for finger tutting, you have D Strange from LPC, D Strange first, Shift the Shapes, and me. So three guys, you know.
Yeah.
We kind of changed the whole like the digits where it was more like, you know, like old school, like more like connected with liquid, we changed that to like finger tutting, where you just do finger boxes. So we the first three
Yeah.
guys, If you want to research, you have to.
Yeah.
So the lineage comes from
Interesting.
Mario, Code Red, Mario Digits, Code Red, then
Yeah.
D Strange, finger boxes, finger tutting, Ship the
Yeah.
Shapes, Tiny Love, and
Wow.
you know, and also
So
like yeah, go
because
ahead.
because I was in this battle scene, in the competition scene in popping. So there was
Hmm.
Jay Smooth. When I saw first time live Jay Smooth doing his finger
Yeah, yeah,
boxes, I
yeah.
was like, oh, okay. But it was something else than your style. Is there a connection, or is it separate? Like he was in Cali doing his thing, or there was a
Uh, I think they got it from us, and I went to over there to San Francisco to Mighty Four. I had a battle with Bionic Man. They really
oh
like
wow,
I don't know what they did there. This guy Jay Smooth was there. I don't know. They're props, whatever. I don't care. But they did some shiesty shit to me. But they apologized after that. They even
okay,
put me on the video. They put Bionic Man battling me, and once I gotta go in, they cut me off from the video. So I
okay,
battled him, but then people like went away. It was a lot of drama back then with the EBs and all that. But it
yeah. But
was
this is not the topic.
anyway. It comes
Yeah.
from us.
Anyway,
Whatever he's doing, it comes from you. I'm telling you the truth.
okay, wow,
So,
okay,
I
wow,
think he was influenced by maybe somebody that saw us, or maybe he saw me, or maybe he saw
yeah,
Shift the
okay,
Shapes. Also, Shift the Shapes went to West Coast too.
yeah,
So, I mean, once somebody starts showing you a few boxes, you just like your mind start like,
bro.
coming out with, there's
Even
like
with the
millions
videos,
of things.
yes. So look, when
Yeah.
I saw your first, I think one of the first videos on YouTube, I had such a shock. So I was like, okay, I have to learn this because this is so
Yeah.
crazy, right? So
Mm-hmm.
I
Mm-hmm.
learned what I see, right? I didn't have any
Right.
connection. I didn't know.
It's
So
true.
this
It's
is
true.
the this is how it goes, right? And look now
True.
how it
True.
went. It's so far.
Yeah.
All these finger
Yeah.
tutters, right?
Yeah.
It's so, but
Yeah.
it
It's
wasn't finger
exploded.
tutting before, right? It
No, no.
wasn't.
Yeah, we
No.
wasn't calling it finger tutting. It was micro boxes. That's all
Yeah.
you do. You make boxes,
Microbots.
micro
Yeah.
boxes or boxes or
Yeah.
like boxing, whatever, But
Yeah.
people like call it finger tutting or finger like what? Anyway. But
Yeah.
like the thing is, people didn't want to give us.
Okay, 1 second. We have to wait. The connection is super bad. I don't know what happened. Tiny, wait a little bit. Tiny, I think I'm gonna start a new one and you're gonna join again, please. Ah, okay. You see me. Okay. How about Tiny Love? You see him? Because the internet is now. Tiny's frozen. Yeah, for me too. It's the same.
Something
Thank
with
you,
the internet.
Veronica. Okay, wait, Tiny. Now you are back again.
Froze.
Yeah. Yeah, you were frozen. Yeah.
Oh, okay. All right.
1 second, my brother.
Yeah.
I think it's gonna work. Now it's okay.
All right. All right. So basically, somebody got
Okay.
famous where it came from. So we have to do a lot of politicking for that. But in the end, people finally figure out what's going on.
Live. Let's do it again, okay? Yeah, the connection is a little bit bad right now. And let's check this out. Maybe it's gonna work right now. Let's see. Crazy story about liquid and finger tatting. How it become. Yes, Tiny Love is inside. Let's do it again. Boom. Yes. It's connecting.
Yeah,
yes.
we're good.
Yes.
Perfect.
Better.
Yeah.
Better.
Sorry.
So when you beginning of 2000 and mid 2000s, you had this suddenly finger tatting came and became bigger and bigger and bigger from boxes, right? So wow. It's over. Guys, can you see me? Because Tiny Love is so frozen. I think his internet is maybe over, or I don't know. Okay, sometimes. Okay, yeah, now I hear you. Yes.
All right, perfect.
Damn. Yes, you're frozen, but I can hear you.
Oh, okay.
so 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 after so when you know, let's have the connection between.
Yeah.
You can move your phone maybe a little bit just to see if it's working. It's Trump's fault.
Yeah, I know.
Somebody wrote this Trump's fault.
That. Good. That's right.
Okay. So maybe like this. Yeah. So how is the connection? Because you're in New York and you have the flexing scene there, flexing. How is the connection between, now you have the poppers, you have the hip hop, and then comes the flexing and taking also all these boxes into one form? Let's see if he got it. Yeah, a little. It's broken. Still, it's broken. Wait, maybe. No, it's better. So sad. Damn. Yeah, I can see only a picture like this. Third generation flex arrays. Wow. Wow. Let's wait. I put you out and call me again one time. Wait. Oh, it's so sad. There's so many informations and so nice information. What up, Faisal? What up? we're doing here an interview with Tiny Love from New York, but his connection is super bad. So I try to connect him again. Tiny Love, boom. Let's do it like this. Pop and G, what's up? Trying to connect. Yeah, I can hear you.
Okay.
Okay. So
All right.
let's see what happens. Yeah, we were to the flexing, how the flexing was built up, and if you how much you have to do with the flexing scene.
Oh, basically, I'm the first white boy motherfucker that went to the flex team.
Fuck, this is so bad.
Big up. So basically, hear me?
No, it's so super bad. I don't know what to do. Tiny, maybe we can do it another time. I don't know, man. It's so nice. We go so deep right now.
I call
It's going super deep right now.
you want?
Yeah, later, because it's gonna be night here. So maybe I try it in 1 hour or something. Or in half an hour, or in 20 minutes. So, or something, maybe like in 20 minutes. Yes. This is super weird. It's the first interview that we have that I have so much problems. It's crazy. Yeah. Oh, now it's better. No. Damn. No, it's working.
Yeah, I know it would have been a.
No, it's better. It's better. It's better. Let's try it. Let's have patience. Everything good is with patience.
From here. Yeah. I think it's exploding the internet. So yeah, there you go. So basically, I used to have a practice spot, PS93 in Brooklyn, and I started going to the flexing events. But before I start going to the flexing events, the liquid. A lot of the flexers used to come there and watch me. The digits and the finger cutting, and they're like, "What's that shit?" You know. And basically, I'm the one that influenced them. From there, they picked up.
Yeah.
So machine was one of them.
Machine. Yes.
Even this machine.
Yes.
Yeah, machine. Then Thai. Then also
Thai, bro.
There was a
Yes.
Yeah, they're all like they're kind of like my kids.
Wow.
In finger cutting, bro.
Wow.
But they picked up from us. Also another kid, not Kool-Aid. It was another kid, Fruit Punch. Some funny name he had. But anyway, so they're like,
yeah. You give them the
where I
fruit.
practice.
Yeah.
Yeah. They used to ask me like, "What's that? Show me that."
Wow.
To Union Square, and after having these popping battles, and we had the first starting contest.
Yeah.
Won the starting contest. You know, so connected with the flexing. Connected. I also went to their jams and battled them. I got mad respect. They give me show me mad love. Those guys are like amazing. You know, I know all the promoters and you know, but I battle. I didn't come there to bullshit. They show, you know, they actually tried me like a few times. So I had to kill them like hard. They didn't realize, oh, don't fuck with this motherfucker.
Yeah.
So, cause that's how the flexing battles are like very hardcore. They're not like
Yeah.
popping. Popping is cute, you know, whatever. You do your thing. They start it. Over there in the flexing thing, I had a dude jump in from the second floor with fire just to battle me. And then, you know, it was like even tried to burn me with the fire. It was crazy shit, you know. I'm talking about like those old school battles that are retarded.
Like showcase.
Yeah, like showcase.
Like showcase.
Yeah. The guy tried to jump on my neck to throw me on the floor. Like that's those crazy ass battles. Like
Damn, this sounds crazy, man.
when they
Wow.
in like a big those guys. But one thing is like if you good, they'll give you mad respect. They don't like care about how you look and what you do or like whatever. You just gotta be good dancer though, you know.
So Tiny, now the connection is
me and
perfect.
Flexen.
It's perfect.
Yeah, perfect.
It's
Yes.
It's perfect right now. So, 1 second. Look, now the flexors came.
Conqueror, yeah.
Yes.
Conqueror, yeah. That's one of them. Mad respect, Conqueror.
Yeah, wow.
Yeah.
So you have you showed the kids like Thai or machine some boxes, and they wanted to learn from this. And from this on, in the flexing, they put also inside this the digits and every finger style that you teach them, right?
And they changed the style and made their own, you know. But that's how we was at that time. It was take it, change it, make it your own, and take it to the next level.
Yeah.
And the thing is, so like you got it from too, you know, because a lot of people used to steal. You know, the popping scene and back in the days, you take a movie and you change it, you make your own. Yeah. And you know, but
it's the same
that's
as
what
flexing,
happened.
right? It's the same in flexing.
Yeah.
Is you
Flexing,
take the idea,
it's the same.
take the idea and you change it, right?
Yeah. But that's how like electric boogie style, popping, New York City style. It's about that. Like if you do something really dope, and not just I steal your move. If I battle you and you come in with a move against me and it's dope, and then people are gonna go ooh ah. Either I come up with the move better than you, or I'll take your move right there. I do the same move but better than you. And that's, you know, that's that mentality. Because, you know, like
battle mentality,
battle mentality. That's the New York City battle mentality. I'm going to get you. You know, I'm waiting for you and I'm going to get you. I'm going to change your shit right in front of you and make the whole audience, you know, explode. You know, so, but that's why electric boogie, it's like a different style from West Coast popping.
Can you explain me from your perspective what is the difference between the electric boogie and the West Coast Californian styles?
Well, main thing is like we dance to electro funk. We love electro funk, like rap, old school rap music that you could dance to it too. Hip hop, the old school has electro funk type of sound in it. Like Planet Rock is a it's electro funk rap song,
Yeah.
if you think about it, you know. And that's the first kind of like New York City sound to change the game. And you know, we kind of feed off of that sound, so we dance electric boogie dance a little faster than the West Coast, where they dance to that old school like funk, which is more slow, because it's a different environment. New York City is a very fast environment. There's no like slow down and, you know, groove and shit like that. No, we just bam, bam, hit you with everything, you know. So boogie is that type of style where it's more faster, and it's a lot about like blow ups, you know, like a lot of waving, a lot of floats, a lot of like robot, very illusionary style, and yeah, and it's again, it's faster, and it's all about like, you know, I want to put you in a trance when I dance. I want to you know, make you stop.
How much
from whatever you do
mentality is in today's flexing scene? In your eyes, in your perspective?
Oh, pretty much it's like it's all New York City electric boogie. But of course they change it up to when they change it up to that sound they listen to, the reggae sound. So you take electric boogie and you stop dancing to electro funk, and you dance to you know, to reggae, and of course that style changed up, and you know, like they do all the time. It's like guns. That's boogie. Shooting the guy, cutting the guy's head, throw it up, flame, fire, all kinds of like, you know, blow ups. Act like you know, like flexing has all these different styles where like you become like an animal. You got a crocodile, you got the elephant, the monkey. So New York also like boogie has very similar styles too, you know, where you could like make yourself like an animal, animate, becoming like a panther, and you eat the guy's face and shit, and you know. So from boogie, electric boogie, what we call that style is like burning you. Like it comes from up rock. Like I'm burning you. I'm trying to like take your ego and you know.
It's super. It's
you know,
super bad.
Kill you in front of the audience.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's aggressive. You know, that's what it is. It's aggressive. You know, aggressive style. That's why New York boogie is more like aggressive type of dance.
For you, because,
you know.
Because
it's
like the story that I heard is electric boogie. The name is because of the electric boogaloos, because they saw them on television. So how you can much relay on this, or does it have for you another, like in your perspective, because it's a very individual thing?
Yeah, no, I'm not respect to electric boogaloos. Yeah, they seen them doing their thing, but the electric boogie style is not like that.
Of course, it's different. Yeah,
very different, and it's like from but it's different not just from me. Like I explain how electric boogie is to me, but another guy from electric boogie will explain it different, because we all, when we dance, we're not gonna look like each other. Like back then, if I look like you, forget it. It's the worst. Either I end up in a fight or something else. So everybody has to have their own style.
Yeah.
That's very important in boogie, you know. So, but yeah, it's before boogaloos. The electric boogie was here before electric boogaloos went on Soul Train, and we have our own OGs that a lot of people don't know about them, like Loose Goose, you know, Al Boogie, you know. Even Shakalak is like a robot mind. That we have different type of styles from New York City that a lot of people don't know about. You know, like Shock Crew from the Bronx. A whole crew of poppers called Shock Crew from the Bronx. That's around like 10 guys. Nobody even know. Like Yogi. You guys, like outside of this bubble in New York, a lot of people have no idea about electric boogie and the history. And also, like you have Store, you have Keep Terrific, another popper that was really big in even in movies and everything. You know? So, yeah, the story is it's not the electric boogaloos.
Yeah, of course,
They
of
influence
course.
some people, but
And
not
so,
no.
so the let's say how much, because I hear very the, like for me when I start in '98, it was electric boogie, no popping, no boogaloo, nothing West Coast, not
Yeah,
animation, all these terms, right? So
yeah,
because we start in a hip hop crew and we were a b-boy crew, yeah. So I was the electric boogie guy. It was common, right? Like
yeah.
this. So so also my
Right,
mentality
right.
and how they teach the OGs in Germany teach me, do your own thing. But suddenly you have foundation moves. They come from a different, you know, foundation from New York, foundation from Los Angeles, and so on, Cali, right? So for you, what is the main foundation for electric boogie or even for liquid, you know? Is there what are similar or is, yeah, tell me.
So,
Yeah,
well, of course they're different. Like liquid is one hand goes, the other one follows, and it's
yeah,
liquid is all about flow. Like that's the main foundation, flow and creating flow. Like you see now people talk about like
yeah,
flow and yoga and all these things. We already knew that a long time ago about flow. Even like let's say if you're a fighter, if you into the flow, like into the
yeah,
zone, that's what it
exactly.
is. Flow. It's in the zone when you connect everything in when you listen to that music and you connect everything and you
Yeah,
become electric. It's like
it's
everything
yes,
connects. Yeah, so that's liquid. But of course, boogie is more like the old school New York City style of like if you take a robot or
yeah,
like a puppet and you bring it down to New York City and you make like this movement. Um, Basically, it would be like you take like a b-boy
yeah,
or like a op rocker that knows how to pop, and you make them
okay,
that. To me, that's what it is. I look at a electric boogie as like a
yeah,
a rocker, op rocker that knows how to pop and be electric and look crazy, dope. That keeps you like puts you in
yeah,
this
yeah,
illusion. So for electric boogie, I think
it's
illusion
very
is
important.
one
Yeah,
of their
yeah,
foundation. Very
yes,
illusionary
yes,
dance. Also, liquid could be illusionary too, but
yeah.
it's all about like the flow.
This is interesting. Wow.
Yeah. So yeah,
So
that's
so what do you think about today's competition scene worldwide as a as an old school guy or as a guy who danced a long time, right?
yeah. Uh
Yeah,
Everybody looks the same. And it's sad that the same judges they judge the same way. People are not like creative at all. Very uncreative people. So sorry to say that, but it's true. I mean, look at the flexing, how creative they are, and then you go to popping, and they all do the same shit. It's like really bad. This dance is like an expression. People don't know how to express themselves. They just do this 5, 6 moves continuously and rewind, and it's like a loop. They don't very very uncreative.
yeah,
That's what I think. But the the
yes,
dance exploded.
yeah,
It's like in Asia and Europe. It's amazing with like they have a nice setup with everything that exploded. But the creative side of it, the not didn't go nowhere. There's not even a lot of like a lot of waivers. Waving is not even like that creative at all. Like I don't see it. I mean, I don't want to be like bitter,
yeah.
but
So
that's what
what?
I see.
No,
I don't think
so
they're creative.
yeah, but
Hopefully, after
yeah,
this,
yeah,
they'll
yeah.
change.
I
You know?
understand your point. So what would you say, or what would you do for the next generation? What would be good? Which information would be good that they're like, because maybe they don't think about this, you know? So which information would you give them
Yeah,
to say, okay, because when you say somebody be creative, they stuck and they're like, okay, how I can be creative, right? It's very, so So how would you give
right,
them
right.
an input?
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's true.
you give them
Good
an
question.
input to yeah,
Well, so yeah, so basically, just you know, like try to research everything. Like let's say you want to learn, you want to be the
yeah,
best digit guy, right, or figure cutter. Research all the old shit. Go on your house and open your YouTube and just research everybody. Like your favorite dancer, learn everything they do, and then start like I have a pen and
yeah,
paper and I write down moves, and I have books of
yeah,
moves. Like even Bruce Lee used to do that. So you write all the moves, you figure them out. Once you know like the book,
yeah,
you already know the book and all the words, then you could start
yeah.
writing your own book,
Interesting.
you know. And also to create on top of that, you could take like because I got like the you know, I created this style called
Yeah.
character digits. I used
Yes.
to watch ninjutsu,
Yes.
you know, like they used to do all these ninjutsu, like, you know, all these, you know, and I picked up those and I learned that style. I know a lot of shit about ninjutsu that like ninjutsu people have probably not even
Okay.
know, like ancient stuff about it. Yeah, it's like, you know, there's different like characters and different if when you stay in certain type of position, you create
Yeah.
certain type of energy or whatever. So I learned all that. So go outside of your bubble and learn, like, you know, look at the animals, look how they walk. If you want to be really good at animation, you know, watch like a squirrel,
Yeah.
how like you know how it moves, or picked up that. So that, put that into your style, and then you change the
So
style.
good. Yeah.
But also you need to learn the old school. That's your foundation. If you don't have the foundation, you could pick up something, but it has to be a continuous
Yeah. Yeah.
the whole bubble. You have to
Yes.
figure out the whole
Yes.
360. Yeah. If you just get a half,
So
you're not
so
gonna
because
make it.
because
So yeah,
how
just
far in time?
yeah.
Because like you said, you look to ninjutsu and everything like this. So you're not, because I see it
Yeah.
in your generation dancers, and also me too. I'm like the last generation of this, like looking also
Hmm.
different things, not only the dance, right? Like yeah, like
Hmm.
you look, you search for other stuff than only dancing, right? You don't look only at dancer to be creative, right?
Yes. Yes, that's important. Yeah, that's important. Very important. But that's why it's like yeah, you have to go outside this bubble, because you know everybody's in these patterns. That's what I'm saying. I'm sorry to say that, but they're not creative. So they all stuck into this um, walkout. You know, a little shake your back front. You know, a little bit of this, go up, boom, boom, and then rewind. There's like you have to like figure out a different type of movement and put it into this. It's like at this point, if you just watch a shadow of a dancer, if you show me a shadow of a dancer,
Yeah,
I had
yeah.
supposed to know who it
Like
is.
black, it's only black. The
You
silhouette, the
know,
silhouette.
so that's your imprint. If you just the silhouette, oh, okay, that's
Yeah,
twins dancer, or that's
yeah,
green tech, or that's you know Al Boogie. You know, so that's what you have to figure out. Who are you? What's your soul? Who are you? So in the end, to really create, you have
yeah,
to learn who
yeah,
you are
yeah,
too at the same time, you know,
yeah.
and bring that out, you know.
How much spiritual do you think is dancing for you? How much? How much? How much? Okay, how much?
I didn't hear that.
Yes, yes.
Can
How
you
much
repeat that?
spiritual is your dance for you?
Huh? Oh yeah, oh yeah, it's very spiritual. You know,
Yeah,
that's the thing. You know, like that's why you have to learn who you are. Because if you don't, you're feeding off of somebody else's vibe and energy. Like there's a lot of dancers that are vampires.
okay.
I come from Romania. That feed off of your energy, and you know you're not doing you're doing them. So that's why it's very important to like you know, sometimes you might go against the whole, everybody goes this way and you're gonna go the other way. And sometimes you just gotta do that to find yourself in this dance, you know? Like, you know, when you dance sometimes it feels so good and you stop and the whole world moves, but you in that bubble, that's when you ask, wow, who I am and what I'm doing here and why I'm dancing. Learn about that. See who you are. Feel that energy. Because once you know who you are, people are gonna start like trying to, you know, they will come to you and give you like that props. You'll feel it.
And what do you mean with like energy vampires? Because this is, you're not the first that I heard this. It's like, but in dancing, how you can explain this in dancing? This is very interesting, actually.
I mean, also, yeah, there's like they feed off of your like chi, your chi energy, you know. And if you look like them, of course you're not gonna be yourself. You're gonna be them, and that energy transfers to them, you know. And when you dance like in a battle, and they all look like one guy, and he's just gonna judge. That guy's gonna judge. They all look like him, so he's just gonna judge the one that looks better, like him, the best, you know. So a lot of guys are copycats, like in Matrix. They're like you know, a lot of people are not real. They're just bodies of energy that could be taken and used. So that's why it's important to know who you are. Why you dancing? Why you this jam? Ask this question. Start asking, you know, why? What's making me dance? You know, and once you understand this question, you could change the world too. You know, and bring some. You have to bring your soul out to the surface, you know? Not like hide it and try to look like somebody else, you know?
So nice
you are
words.
who you are.
Tiny,
That's it.
this is incredible. You know? Yeah, it's so true. And I think like I have now 7 or 8 interviews already with some OGs and old school guys. And
nice.
And the main thing what I hear about this topic, how was it back in the days? Everybody was looking different. Of course, it was a culture and they battle against each other. They meet together in one place. But it was super, super important to have your own spirit on the dance floor.
Yes.
And this is so interesting. Because I believe also how it's very difficult then to judge. How would you judge 2 different, super different dancers? How would you judge them, Tiny?
Well, I would love to see that, to battle, to judge that. Yeah, I would judge accordingly to the input I'm taking from them, and you know, whatever moves me when I see them, because you know, it would be like you know, it would be very hard to judge, but it would be very good to judge also at the same time, you know, whatever moved me, you know, because you know, like right now at this point, that after this whole virus shit, everything's going back to zero. There's no more famous dances. All this shit is gonna die out. People are gonna kind of like come back to, yo, if you dope, you dope, and everybody will know it. You know, so that imprint, that like somebody's like themselves so good that makes an imprint on me inside my, like, you know, put the Xerox copy on my, so I feel that, you know, I would like, yeah, that's the one. And when I judge, it would have been like, oh shit, the whole audience knows it too. You know, not lying to yourself. You know?
So another question, because I see this rough energy in electric boogie or in our dance styles. There's a certain very masculine, very strong energy, but to be very detailed, to feel yourself, you have to be also very how you say, sensible. Yes, I think it's the right word. So how you balance this as a dancer? Because of course you are like you know, like the
Okay.
action, you know, but in the other way, you have to go inside and be really
Yeah.
to feel everything, right? So,
Yeah. Yeah.
yes.
That's like a Tai Chi type of. You see, like I have a teacher that teaches
Nice.
me Tai Chi, and to overcome hard, the soft overcomes hard. So like let's say, you know, when I'm an
Yeah.
I up rock, right? So I like to battle the guys and burn the shit out of them. I destroy those
Yeah.
motherfuckers. But the thing is, if I get too rough and angry, you will
Yeah.
destroy yourself. It's like if you get too angry and too, you know, in a battle, in a dance battle, you're eventually gonna look stupid to everybody, you know. So you have to balance yourself, you know. So soft with hard,
Yes.
it's a nice balance. You have to, you know, learn both. That's why as a dancer, it's a balance. You could learn so much on this shit, but you're still not gonna be on that side good. So it's like a balance that you have to figure out, you know. So yeah, soft
Yeah.
always overcomes hard,
So,
you know. That's why water breaks through
yes.
the rocks.
Yes.
Water destroys rocks and makes
Yes.
you
This
know,
is so
destroy
true.
everything. Yeah,
So you,
yeah.
so you,
But
yes,
it's
and
soft. Yeah.
so you make Tai Chi to find also some, so to find your balance, or you do something else also. Like, of course, you dance and you make Tai Chi, or you produce music. I don't know. You make something. Yeah.
Oh, yeah. I draw. You know, I dance. I like martial arts, but I'm not really a good
Yeah.
fighter. You know, I'm not gonna. I'm good. You know, whatever. But I look at the martial arts on the soft side and understanding the
Yeah.
knowledge and
Yes.
the wisdom. I like wisdom. You know, for me, you know, I like wisdom and not the fighting, because you know. Even Bruce Lee say, when you stop
Yeah.
the art of fighting without fighting, if you could fight to somebody just with a few words and calm down this fight,
Yeah.
then
Yeah.
you're master. But fighting
Yeah.
with
Yeah. Yeah.
somebody and beating them, you know, and breaking your hands and shit like
Yeah.
that,
This is true.
you still lose in the end.
So,
You know.
and
So yeah.
how about, because I see some videos from you, you doing street performance, right? So
Yeah. Yeah.
how much
Yeah.
affect
Yeah.
street performance? Because I talked to Mr. Steen and of course to Storm. They used to do a lot of street performances.
Mm-hmm.
And in street performance back in the days, they said you learn also other dancers, you connect with other dancers through street performance. So how much affect street performance in your style? Yeah, a lot.
Oh yeah, a lot, very much. Like
Yeah.
my advice to any dancer: go outside, get a little boombox, go in the piazza, whatever nice spot with a lot of people, turn that shit on, and go and dance. Dance an hour straight. If the people don't look at you, whatever, you know, in the beginning they're not gonna look at you, but if you're good, they're gonna look. But that is the street performance is probably the best thing that you could do for yourself as a dancer. That teaches you so much how to interact, what's good, what's not good. Because you know, like when you dance in front of the mirror, you're not really impressing nobody. You're impressing the mirror, that the mirror looks at you. But once you like regular people see you dance, that input, like they are like a mirror, and that input is like so much. The input that
Yeah.
comes from them towards your brain, and you reprocess all that. That helps you
Yeah.
much more in dancing.
Interesting.
Like it's very important.
It's so
Like,
interesting
like
because I
very
did
important.
also street
Yeah, and
performance,
that's you know,
and I
that's
learned so much, so much. It's so true. It's so true what you say.
yeah. You learn so much, and you know, you're thinking like, oh, these things
Yeah.
are gonna work, and then not working, or you know, other type of moves work, and you know, so it's very important to
Yeah.
learn from like the audience, and then you know, when that helps you, because when you go out on the stage in
Yeah.
front of like 3,000, 5,000 people, you'll be like a magnet, and you explode that shit
Because you know
like
what's
nothing.
working, and then it's double
Yeah.
stronger, right? Because you know it.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. And audience likes somebody when you dance. They like to see somebody that is on control,
Yeah,
not
yeah,
like somebody.
trying, yeah.
So it takes time. It takes time to get that control of the audience. Like you could make the audience do all kinds of things if you know how to
Interesting.
dance.
Oh,
Yeah, it's. I was in New Orleans. I jumped on the stage in a state. I went to a rave in New Orleans, and I just jumped on the stage, and I wasn't part of that shit, the rave. And then the bouncer ran after me on the stage, and I was dancing and
yeah,
battling him in dancing, right? So he finally catch me,
yeah,
and he trying to pull me off the stage. So so all the audience was screaming for me. Ah! So then behind the bouncer, the promoter went like this and said, "Let him go, let him go." Once he let me go, I went up in front of the stage with my hands up in the air like that, and the whole fucking place, 3,000 people, exploded. And I danced there so much, like I made that party like everybody had a great time. So like whatever you bring in when you dance, it just it could change the world. If you want to change the world using
yeah,
this,
yeah.
you could change it.
Because
Easy.
it's like
Yeah.
this. I make theater, I make street performance, I make commercial jobs too. So I'm in the culture, and I
Nice.
know exactly what you mean. It's very important as a dancer also to grow as a dancer.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yes. We should I don't understand this, bro. Uh, People in Europe, in Asia, even here, they go to these jams, but they never go outside and dance no more.
yeah.
What the fuck happened? What the fuck happened with you guys? Get your
Yeah,
boombox, go outside and dance, man. Fucking have a good time. Yo, I used to go to Union Square with my friends and dance from the day in the morning, afternoon, till the night, to a
yeah,
whole night, till the morning. Just dance and dance. Not just, you don't need to impress nobody, but I used to make so much friends. Like you have this tool, and you guys dancers don't use it. Everybody want to be famous on TikTok and all this bullshit. I understand that bullshit, but please, please, man, please go outside with your boombox, man.
Drop the bomb.
Look, my boy, I got the boombox
Let's
here.
go,
Look
let's
at
go.
that shit.
Go.
Look at that. You see that?
wow, wow.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Use this tool. This is like a gift from God. You can, don't hide it, Everybody waiting on the computer bullshit. Which is good too. I do that too. I do more than you guys.
Yeah.
But I dance on the street. Look at that.
yeah. That's
See?
it. That's
You
it.
see that shit? Yeah. Go fucking dance and have a good
That's
time.
it.
God
That's it.
damn.
Let's have a
Man.
good time, having fun, right? It's so missing.
Having fun, yeah. This is a blessing. I wish, when I was in Romania, I didn't know I'm gonna be a dancer. Nobody even I never thought of that, But I ended up becoming a dancer, and this is
Yeah.
probably the best thing that happened to
Yeah,
me.
me too. Me too.
So
Yeah, we have to use it.
use it.
So, but now it's
Yeah.
really difficult because of the quarantine and everything
Yeah.
like this. But when this is stopped, then we can go out again. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, there's quarantine, but I still go outside. But
Yeah,
whatever, Anyway, but
Yeah.
stay in the house, dance in the house. Like sometimes I used to just dance for hours in my house and just turn on music. You don't have to do moves because a lot of
That's
people
like
are
practice.
thinking that you
Practice, yeah.
A lot of dancers just practice moves. Yeah. Yeah, but you could just turn on the music and just move and dance and sometimes close your eyes. Try to dance like that. Close your eyes for 1 hour straight. Turn on the music. Let's see what happens. See, you'll see a big
Yeah.
difference in what you do. And that's how you're going to get in touch with yourself. You'll realize, when I was seeing, my moves look different
So
than
nice.
when I have my eyes
Yes.
closed.
It's so nice what you say is so true,
Yeah,
Tiny.
yeah.
It's so true. It's really like to find someone.
Yeah.
It's the hardest work, right? And you still, right? You still finding yourself. It's not that you find it and it's there,
Yeah.
right? It's like every day
Exactly.
you find a new
Exactly.
self, right?
Exactly. Yeah, yeah, yeah. You see, like with me, I was so depressed. When I came out of the racing, I was like depressed for 1 year straight. Every day. Wake up depressed, go to sleep depressed. Wake up depressed. You know, so talking about quarantine, I about quarantine for 1 year straight. But what happened is like I just keep dancing slow, little by little, little by little. Bro, you're not gonna destroy a mountain just like that. Well, little by little, one rock, another rock, and you keep going. And then, you know, after 1 year straight, I came out of that stupid depression, and it was the best thing that happened to me. So, you know, this tool, dancing, could like get you out of a lot of shit, you know. So a lot of people have to come out and just express and, you know, more go outside and fucking dance, you know, and or in the house or whatever, and get in touch with yourself. Don't try to look like somebody else. Look like you. You know, there's so many flavors of these dances. There's so many new dances that are gonna come out in the future now. So people, you know, some of you guys that listen to this, you better fucking go practice, because who knows what you're gonna do to this world.
It's so true.
You
It's
know?
so true. Because when I, like for example, when I watched the first time a flexing battle, and the first one was Kool-Aid that I saw on YouTube,
Mm-hmm.
and I got so crazy shocked. I was like, this is the element I know, but it's so different. He used it so different. And I believe it's worldwide, this mentality. Of course, you have individuals, they cannot open themselves easily, right? And then you have individuals, they open themselves like, okay, I do know my thing, right? So it's also depends of what kind of human you are, right?
Yeah. But see, like the ones, like I was close to like that, you know. But the thing is, slowly, it's like wings. You have your wings, they're growing slowly, and they expand, and then, you know, your wings expand, and you become like a vulture or whatever. But you know, that's what people need to start doing, you know, like research, understand who they are. They don't, you know, so, and use this dancing for that, you know. And also, like, flexing was like very like creative, you know. Flexing changed a lot of things. And then after that, turfing too, that came, they changed too. And you know, they're really good scenes for like creativeness, you know. And who knows, that probably a new scene coming up.
It's gonna
be new, of course, all the time, you know.
For sure. And we gonna I think inspire them again, right? You know, for the new, and this is so see like so see like this thing now that everybody's in quarantine. This is the best thing that happened to you guys, because you have to stay home and look at who yourself. You know, I understand, you know, all that craziness of, you know, but sitting there and figure out who you are eventually is gonna help you to get, you know, get where you're gonna want to be at, you know. And I think
so,
this
is
quarantine
some good
pretty
side
good for sure. So
it is, because a lot of people, they are depressed and they don't want to look at themselves. They're scared of themselves, you know, and they're scared of who they are, and then when they figure out who they are, they're like, oh my God, what the fuck I did? How come I didn't open that door and see who, you know, and what I'm doing here? So, you know, again,
super important.
It's important, you know. Another thing, one more thing. Stop dancing in the mirror. Stop dancing in the mirror, you know. Try to, like, you know, when you look at the mirror doesn't tell you who you, what, you know, you can't process. When you look at the mirror looks at you, and you process what the mirror's telling you. try to dance without the mirror. You know, like you see me with the hat. That's why I put it over my eyes all the time, because I kind of close the eye, my eye vision, and some of the processing goes into my brain inside me. So I refeed on my input. And when I watch people, I just watch them a little bit. I pick up what they give me too. But you know, so it's important that continuous feed.
To refeed.
You know.
Yeah.
So the mirror, sometimes it tells you, the mirror's not telling you what you really look like.
Yes.
It's
the
like
mirror
an illusion.
the illusion. Yeah.
Yeah. So sometimes you need to stop. Yeah, it's an illusion. So a lot of these people that dance in the mirror, if you get them outside in front of the 3,000 people, of course not all of them, but they can't really connect with them.
I also believe when you are connected with yourself, you are connected also with the people, right? Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Exactly. Exactly. That's it. See, you said it. Yeah. That's what I think. That's the today's lesson. Motherfuckers.
No,
that's today's lesson. Once you connect with yourself, you connect with the people. I think Trump needs to say that.
Oh, damn. This is crazy.
Oh my
crazy
God.
Crazy times.
Yeah, cool, man. Thanks for
thank you so much
doing this
for
interview.
having you, man. It makes so much sense. It's so. It's so important.
No problem. Thank you.
It's so important what we do, because
Right.
people need to see what's happening.
Yeah, it's true.
They need to hear. That's why I ask you also, because you're from directly the other coast, the other side. So what's the difference on the other side of the coast? Because all the OGs I had till now, they are all from California. So it's sunshine there. You know, it's sunny in California. That's different. And
Yeah. But that's okay. So you said it. That's what I'm saying. New York City style is very aggressive, very like, bro. You know what they call this New York here?
Yes, this is
concrete jungle. This is concrete jungle. Even the girls are aggressive. You know, that's why like let's say you come from Germany, right, and to visit New York. I tell you exactly what's gonna happen to you. You walk around and visit things. Behind you, the New Yorker is gonna start like trying to curse you. Oh, what the fuck? This guy don't walk fast, because we walk fast. If you start looking around, they'll know exactly you're a tourist. This is like the New York City vibe. Is like we always fast, we always on point, from point A to point B. So it's a concrete jungle. It's like rough,
this is also this is mirroring.
So that's that.
And this
like West Coast is laid back.
Right? This you see in that.
Yeah. So, like you say, it's a different vibe. But I'm glad that you're trying to get to know more East Coast too, because, not for nothing. We do have some messages, and there's a lot of dope OGs here that a lot of people don't want to listen, don't want to talk to them. It's like, yo, man, you're missing out, There's so much good information here.
Yeah.
That could help you too, So I'm glad that you're doing this, and I hope you do it.
Maybe,
get more G's from New York
later,
or wherever
like,
the new school
these
guys.
Days, and maybe you can connect me with people.
Right.
Yeah, you can connect me with shit.
Yeah. John Rich. That's a good idea. John Rich, my partner, the OG John Rich, Floatmaster John. Yo, this motherfucker, Floatmaster John, used to take his leg.
Yeah.
Like bone breaking. He used to take his leg and he puts it in his pocket. He bends it over, puts it in his pocket, and he get up on one tippy toe and spin like that, and then fall on the floor. Like I'm talking about, and then he does the fire and all that shit.
So maybe we could.
Like Flowmaster John was like one of the best in New York at boogie OGs.
I think
my partner,
Steam. I think Steam, when he went to New York in the 90s, because he told me about it. Exactly.
Yep. He danced with him. Yep.
And he learned the floats.
The
floats.
Yo, bro, this guy ancient, bro. Yeah, floats. This motherfucker wears like 6 pairs of socks, so he could sit on his tippy toes, like, and he used to float like a whole like a stadium. He used to like train like that,
Like
float
all
all
the
around
time.
the stadium and shit. Yeah, he's like, you know, that's why like
Yes.
OGs like this, they're classic. You need to learn about them. That influence you and like, oh my
Yes.
God, to me these stories like I
Yes.
would listen
Yes.
to that
Yes. We
shit
need
for
this.
years.
We need this.
You know, they
Yeah.
have amazing stories.
Nice.
Yeah.
So I think thank you
Yeah.
so much, Tiny. I think there's no many questions. Maybe when
Oh
I
yeah,
have
no
more
problem, bro.
question or
Thanks you.
something, I will
Thank
ask
you
you.
too.
But
Yeah,
because it's
anytime, man. You know,
important, we
thank you
need
for
more.
doing this, you
So
know.
maybe
And God
you
bless you
can
guys. Stay
connect me
dancing.
with Flowmaster John to make an interview like this,
Yeah, I will.
because
I
then
will.
it's he gonna
Please. Yes,
he
yes,
gonna talk
yes.
about more
Please.
like
Yeah. I'll tell you a story about Flowmaster John dancing at what is it? What's that park? Central Park. Yeah, by Central Park dancing, and there were so many people there that the cops back then in the 70s they were mad racist too. So they came in with
yeah
these huge horses, and they
yeah
almost run them over with the horses, bro. It was so crazy. Like this guy has some stories that you know from, like a lot of the OGs that dance on the streets. Like the thing is like you got this dancing, but there's an
yeah
underground scene called hitters. These are the guys that dance on the
the
streets
street
nonstop. They
hitters,
don't go to
the
jams.
street hitters.
They call
Yes,
hitters,
I heard about
street
this.
hitters. Yeah, there's a whole another like a lot of them. They
Yeah.
gangster too. Like I'm talking about heavy duty, but that's a whole different side of
Yes.
the hip hop. Like a lot of them, nobody even know who they are, but those guys are like
And
the craziest
how much
motherfuckers
connected
ever.
how
I'm
much
telling you,
connected
as
is this to
dancers,
the dance scene? Is there a connection? No, not really.
no,
Uh,
not really. They don't really go to jams. They don't go to jams at all. These guys are like, it's a whole, just
it's a
a
different
bubble of.
universe.
These guys are like from mother to pops to father to son dancers. It's like a whole. It's a nobody even tap into that. So,
Okay,
but
wow.
John knows about that too.
Yeah.
I'm a hitter too, but not like them, of course. Mad respect. But those guys are like they like it's sad that not too many people know about them. But Breeze team, Breeze team. A lot of guys in Europe do their like ideas, in their b-boy battles. Some of them do their ideas, like spinning people over the head, all kinds of shit like that.
This one, yes, when they have,
Yeah,
yes.
yeah. That's one of the hitters. Like some of the hitters do that. That's like they are like, or that's crazy. They have a lot of different ideas, different dance things. It's a whole different scene. So
Okay,
if you could tap into that, yeah, definitely.
Cool. So, hey, thank you.
Right
so
on.
much.
Yo, so
Yeah.
final for everybody. God bless you guys. Stay up and stay dancing.
Thank you so
All right?
much, Tiny.
Peace
See
out.
you there.
Thank
we
you.
keep in touch.
Thank you, bro. Thank you.
Bye. Ciao.
Yes. Take care. Bye.
Wow. Nice. Super nice. Super dope. Wow. Incredible. This is how it goes. Thank you so much, Tiny. Thank you so much, people, that you looked and that we have the patience for suddenly the internet was perfect. So perfect. Thank you so much for watching. Yeah. See you next week with another OGs. And yeah, try to find more OGs and talking more about our culture and finding more informations how we can get more creative and more to find yourself, to be yourself in a big world, in a big scene, in a big culture. Thank you. Take care. Bye, and see you soon. Yeah, thank you so much. Thank you so much. Yeah. Yes. Okay, take care. Veronica, take care. Thank you for watching. So, yeah, I think it's over right now. So See you the next days. Thank you for watching, really. Thank you. So bye-bye. Peace.